Alright, so I want to talk about something really important. I want to talk about the essence of effort. I want to talk about the amount of effort it takes for you, for me personally, to create a particular result. The problem is actually effort nowadays is very underestimated, because a lot of times we have a lot of successful people. They talk about success, this and that, which is completely fine. It should be that way. But you don't really see them in the beginning part. You don't really see them failing. You don't really see how much it took them to get to their level, right? And that's where like the contradiction is. Because I personally believe the only effort people see, the only thing people see, is the effort that gets you results. So when you get the results, people will see your efforts. But as long as you don't have the results, they don't think you're putting in efforts. And even if you are putting in efforts, right? You're putting a heck a lot of efforts. It's just that effort does not prove that you're putting effort. Let me explain that. Because the only effort that is proven is the effort that gets you results. So I'm talking to myself right now, okay? I'm not giving hints or tips to anybody. I'm just talking to myself, the fact that I'm measuring my growth process. I'm measuring my growth process to my business. I'm measuring my growth process to, watching me go from me to achieve a certain level, a specific level of physique, of physical fitness within a year. What's possible? What's reasonably possible for a guy like me who's in advance? I've been into fitness for a very long time. It's over 5 years, and I want to see what I can achieve within a year. So I'm measuring everything. But the whole thing is, coming back to effort, is anything you do in life that you have not done yet before, you haven't achieved it before, you're going to have to put a lot more effort than you think that you should. Let me explain why. Because first and foremost, it all starts in the mind, right? It starts here. First thing you're going to have to do is, while you're putting in effort, in the beginning, you won't have results. You will not have results. And it's going to be very hard for you to produce those results, because there's a learning curve. There's a learning pattern. You have to go through the learning pattern. Once you get through the learning pattern, then you start to get a little bit of results. But the thing is, while you're in that state, while you're in that learning process, a lot of time people lose focus and they lose patience and they give up, they quit. And that's where you shouldn't quit. The reason why is because you have to understand, the first thing you need to understand is condition your mind. You have to condition your mind. It's going to take you longer than expected. You have to tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to have to do whatever it takes for me to learn that the steps that it takes for me to get from here to here. If I don't know how to do it, I need to go find somebody who have already done what I'm doing, right? And if you can't find that person, information is out there. Information is on the internet. You have to go find and research, and have yourself, like a little book like this, and you write it down. You write down everything. That's what I do personally. So the reason why I'm making this video is because you'll see me after. I do Olympic lifting. Olympic lifting, bodybuilding, a little bit of strongman, and I'm trying to master a lift which is called the snatch, clean and jerk. Mostly snatch. You guys will see me. I have a hard problem snatching because I don't have enough mobility into my body for me to be able to do the movement properly. So a lot of time what people do is actually they will show their successes, because people are always attracted to success, but they'll never show their failures. So what I'm doing is actually I'm going to show the amount of time I failed before I get a lift, right? Because you have to understand the process. You have to understand the amount of time, the failures that you're having, their effort that you're putting in, their sweat equity that you're putting in, they're the disappointments that you're experiencing at that very moment because you're not happy with the result that you're having. And that result, that very result, either it's bad or good, it's affecting your mindset, it's affecting your emotion, it's affecting the way you're taking actions. So you have to understand that it's a learning curve, my friend, right? And you have to be strategic about it. The fact that effort, the more effort you put into something, and if you measure those efforts, what's going to happen is you become more intelligent toward making that effort again and again and again. Because the thing is, for example, if I'm snatching, I'm doing the movement, I'm following all the steps that it requires. Why am I not succeeding? Well, if I film myself and I compare my film to whatever's written in the book, according to the book, I'm not mastering the movement because of certain aspects. My aspect is mobility, right? Getting under the bar. So I'm going to have to separately work on mobility. So I'm going to have to put more time, more effort into my mobility than somebody who's already flexible. And I got a friend of mine, we started at the pretty much same time, and he's way better than me, way stronger than me. Why? He's more flexible. He's got better mobility, and I don't. So the whole conclusion of the story is everybody's different. You're different from me, I'm different from you, we're all different. And we can apply the same information to 10 people, and every single person will apply the information differently based on his experience, on his background, on the way he thinks, on she thinks, and their mindset, the amount of time they're willing to apply and reapply that information and correct themselves along the way. So I'm talking a lot, but I just wanted to really put an importance on this, because I think a lot of time in society nowadays, effort is underrated. And like I said, the only effort that truly matters is the effort that will get you results. So if you're not getting results, don't stop. Stopping is not the way. It's not the strategy. The strategy is to see and understand why aren't you getting the results that you want, and what do you need to do to get the results that you want. What type of person you need to become. See, for me to be able to make $100,000 into fitness and into driven with this brand here, if I'm selling only t-shirts, I know exactly my number. I know exactly how much I need to spend into marketing. I know exactly how much I need. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to make a video on that. I'm going to show you guys specifically what steps I'm going to take for me to get there. All the marketing steps, how I'm going to market myself, and I'm going to try it out. I mean, that's my perception. That's how I'm going to do it, right? Is it going to work? I don't know, right? But I'm going to have to adjust myself along the way, and that's what effort is. That's what effort is. Effort is not like fucking pushing against the freaking wall and you're hitting your head against the wall and nothing is moving. Effort is observing what you're doing and then analyzing what you're doing and try to do that just a little bit better. Just a little bit better every day. Just a little bit better. If you're not better today, try to make it better tomorrow. If not better tomorrow, try to make it better the next day. And that's how it should be. So that's pretty much it. That was my message on effort. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, man, I don't know what else to say.
So here you see missing most of my lifts, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what effort is. Effort is not getting into everything right. Effort is putting in the work, putting in the hours, putting in the effort, even if the fact that you're failing, and not letting failure affect your mindset. I mean, failure is just part of the process. Here you see me, I'm trying to max out, and I can't get it. My max is 155 on snatch. I'm trying to do 135, and I just don't feel it. I can't get it. So should I stop doing Olympic lifting? No, I will never do that. The reason why, because I have a specific goal in mind. I want to snatch 225. I have a long way to get there, but it's one step at a time, one day at a time. So every day is different, So here you see me again. I mean, I'm gonna miss a lot. I'm even gonna hurt my shoulder a little bit, but that's just part of the process, man. It's just part of the process, because this is what makes you better. This is what makes you understand what you're doing wrong, and I can see what I'm doing wrong on my lifts here. Okay, I can really see here. Here I try to squat 275. I will not get it. I can't get it up. I just don't have this, the energy to just bring the weight up. 285. And I'm going to miss miserably. I mean, does it affect my mindset? Of course it does. Absolutely does. But, I just let it affect my mind at that very moment. But the next day, I'm back in again, and I'm there with a different mindset. I'm there with a successful, fighter mindset. Here you'll see me clean and jerk, and I will miss badly. The clean is fine, but the jerk is just very poorly executed. And this is something you need to understand. You need to have the proper information, the proper coaching, and the proper execution for you to be able to make it happen. I mean, it's these are the things. Even if you know them, you gotta practice. You gotta practice. You gotta practice. So that's why effort is important. Effort is practice. Effort is putting in the hours. Effort is is understanding that you're going through the process. Every day that you put a little bit of effort, you're mastering that skill. You're close to mastery. Every bit, every time. You're closer today than you were yesterday. That's what you need to understand. You'll see me here. I'm getting my list. I'm feeling better. This is a different day, another day of training, and I'm happy. I'm getting my lift. So that's my point is to make you guys understand that. I mean, you gotta take one day at a time, and if you feel today, it doesn't mean you're gonna feel tomorrow. All right. And if you feel tomorrow, it doesn't mean you're gonna feel the day after. So keep your head up. I'll see you in the next vlog.
Hey, so hopefully you like the vlog. What I'm thinking about, actually, every single vlog I'm gonna have a specific idea. Like this one was the essence of effort. I might continue on that. I might not continue on that, but I want to check. Every single vlog I'm gonna have a specific subject to talk about. The reason why, because I want to share as much value as I possibly can, and everything's gonna be practically related to what I'm doing. Practically, I said practically. The reason why, because I want you guys to understand what I'm doing and all the mistakes that I'm making. So therefore, maybe if you're starting a business or you're trying to get healthy, or my whole thing is health for sure. I'm trying to inspire people through health, because that's my thing. But I'm in love with business too, man. I think business is an amazing way for myself and for others to create opportunity for others, to solve a problem, right? So that's what we are. We are problem solvers. Human beings are problem solvers. We're the best problem solvers in the world. Actually, in the entire universe. I don't know if there are any extraterrestrials. We haven't seen any. So technically, from all the species in the world, we're like the best problem solvers and the biggest troublemaker for sure. But the whole thing is, I'm gonna have an idea for you guys, and that idea will have a whole lot of value for you to be able to take that information and use it for yourself. So I'll see you in the next vlog. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and see you next time.